Hi guys, it is Belle here, and today is my day in the DDACC, or to give it its full name, December Daily Christmas Clusters Collaboration by Tracy Fox. All links will be down below. Check them out. It will take you to her website where you will find a calendar. There are two calendars, guys, because there was the December Daily Advent collaboration, which I did earlier this month. And then there's a calendar for this one. And just like every year, if you click on that calendar on the date, it will take you to all the previous creators, and you can check out each creator as they come up as well. So please do check that out and go and show everyone lots and lots of support. Now I just want to have a play today, guys. I had a big fancy idea in my head. I was going to pull in real wood and this, that and the other, and I thought it's a busy month. I just want to play. So what I want to work with is a colour I don't usually work with, and this is, I think it's week 3. If you go to Tracy's Kofi, all the digitals used in the DDACC are free. All of her digitals are free on her Kofi. And these are the ones I've been given to work with. Now, there were lots of reds, there were robins and everything else in this kit too. But I have pulled out the greens, the blues, and the kind of natural colours. And what I want to do is, there'll be a couple that are Christmas themed, but I actually just want to go sort of winter nature vibes. I've got a whole load of little bits and bobs. I literally went through my scraps. I've got a load of scrap papers and my Christmas bits and bobs, and I just pulled a load out. I've got some fabric and some other bits. I just pulled a load out to have a play with. So that is what we are going to do. I feel like by this time of the month, that's what we all want to do. And the first thing I want to work with is this. Now, I want mine to have a little bit of a grungy nature feel because that's my thing. So I'm going to be using a little bit of ground espresso as well. I have left a little bit of the border of the birds and other bits as well on here. I've got some actual music, Christmas music paper. I want to come in and really grunge that up. I don't know how many we're going to make. We're going to make some ephemera pieces, clusters that can be used on things. Again, I could get really fancy. So I'm sorry if you've tuned in and you're used to my videos where there's all sorts of hidden things and magnets and all that. That's not what I'm going for today. That's not the vibe. I want to play. So that is what I am going to do. Just want to play. So I'm also going to pull in a little bit. I have some cheesecloth here. So I'm going to pull in a little bit of that. So definitely go check everyone out. We're quite near the end of the collaboration now, but it's still worth going back and seeing all the amazing inspiration from everyone. Because once again, everyone is just come up with so many amazing ideas. Also have this beautiful piece of lace. I feel like I want this backed. That needs to be there. That is going to be stitched. Now I'm going to do a technique that I've seen Tracy do, but I've never really done, and I don't know why. Is I'm going to glue this onto some card to give it a bit of depth. So yeah, this was Tracy's idea, and I like it. And also, how many of us have loads of scraps of thick card? Especially if you make journals, often you'll use bookboard or thick card for journal covers, and then we're left with loads of little bits of it. And it's perfect for things like this. So thank you for the inspiration, Tracy. I see her do this all the time, and then I'm like, why have I not done that? What a great way to do that. Oh. Just make sure you've got good sturdy scissors for this bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be adding some stitching. Obviously, you guys don't have to if you don't want to. Oh, we're just going to play. And do a little bit of clusters. But again, I want mine, for the most part, to have a nature feel to them. Not just because we've got birds. Look at that bird. Isn't it gorgeous? But because, yeah. These little fir cones. These were all just bits in my craft stash. However, I also have like some little wooden pieces. Oh, I feel like that goes so well. And we just love it when a plan comes together. Got a little bit of green on the bird, so I'm just wondering about bringing a little bit of green in there. And then a little tree on there. I don't even want to paint the tree. I might emboss it. So, this is all looking good, but I need to go and stitch around here and then stitch across there. My poor sewing machine has just had a huge shock. It's so used to working in browns and blacks, and today I've changed the thread for white. It's probably like, what is actually happening? I was recently sent some of this thread as well, so I want to use it. It's this beautiful kind of, does it even have what the name is on it? I don't know, but it's this kind of beautiful tawny brown look that I think is going to work well, possibly, on these projects. I mean, we'll see. It might not do, but I feel like it could. Oh yes, I like that a lot. So I'm going to glue this down, but I think I'm actually going to staple the winter bit because it's got staples in it already. Where is my stapler? I'm pulling everything out. Yeah, it's got staples in it already. So it might look nice actually having real staples in it, which means I also need to glue this on here first. I mean, this Christmas cluster kit is just so pretty. And, you know, Tracy's just been so wonderfully generous. Would this work better if I had tiny attacher? Of course it would. Do I have that? No. Am I going to let that stop me using staples? No. So, yeah. Okay. That is going to go on there. I'm going to have a little tree. Now, I have some clear embossing powder, but I also have some true white. I don't know if I want true white or I just want clear, or if I've got silver pearl as well, actually, or if I don't want anything at all and I just want to ink it to bring in that, again, natural kind of look. I'm having a look at anything else. I've got so much in my stash, there's no way I'm going to remember everything that's in here. We're going to have the bird there, so I need to remember that the bird's going to look like it's sitting actually on there. I'm just wondering, oh, I have these reefs getting a bit destroyed, especially that one. Right, I don't want green, even though we've got some green on there, and I don't want, well, it's gold, but it's more of a bronzy gold. Let's have a look. No, that is not going to work for me. Oh, we do actually have some silver. That might be interesting. This is a pretty big cluster, actually. But I feel like it would work amazing. I kind of like that. I feel like it would work amazing. I want this with the fir cones. In... on a tag or on a pocket in a journal, something like that. That's what I feel. We've only done the first one. Well, we haven't even finished it yet, but about to. Hello, dude. How's you doing? Okay, let's come on and gently kind of glue these. I mean, obviously, I can add some Christmas sentiments to some of these pieces, and I will do. But for now, I want a lot of them to have that really lovely nature feel. Right, let's glue. You don't want to stick. Hold on. Talk about challenge me. Come on. That's it. That's it. Kind of love that. Yeah. This needs to be stuck across as well. So I'm just going to do that. Where did that go to? Did I actually glue this down on here, or did I just place it? Because I'm feeling like I didn't even glue it on here. Just so excited. So yeah. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's dry this as well. Sorry, because I've just cleaned it. Oh! And we're gonna have a tree. Yeah, I'm trying to work out if I want a little snowflake or something as well, or whether we just move on to another one. So pretty. So definitely, I mean, the digital is free, which is brilliant, but definitely just look in your kits, in your stash. I'm just having a look. I wanted to see if I wanted to bring in something. Have a look in your stash and just see if, see, now I like that coming off there. It's just a little chipboard tag that I have, but I do really like it. See what you have and pull those out. I don't get to do a lot of Christmas crafting. We don't need the whole tag, so I'm going to only use part of it. So this is really fun for me to be able to do. Even though, as I said, it's not really overtly Christmas. It's more woodland nature, or some of them will be. Some of them will say Christmas or something Christmassy on there. I want a eyelet on there, but for now we're going to leave it. Just wondering if I want to come on with a little bit of liquid pearls somewhere, or let's put it to the side and then think about that, because that's what I need to think about. Right, let's pull in some others and see what we want to do. Love the owl. I really love this. I'm guessing it's a blue jay. That's what I'm guessing it is. I love that. Oh, I love pieces with writing. Don't want green or blue on this one. Kind of like a blue. Okay. I'm just looking through things and thinking, what do I want? Oh, yeah, that works there. Brilliant. Right, that's what I'm going to use from the kit. And now I'm going to pull in some of my paper scraps and have a look at what I want. So I have some of this kind of wallpaper, this embossed wallpaper that I just think, oh yeah, that goes so well there. Okay, brilliant. And then let's have a look for some neutrals. That's got some red in it. Oh, we have this. So I could bring this in somehow. Oh yes, I like that already. Or do I want the corrugated card? Because If you're new here, hello and welcome. I hope you enjoy my video, but I love working with corrugated card. It just gives that little bit of texture. And I love me some texture. Oh, that all came together really well. So let's think about this. First thing I want to do is round the corners of this one. And all of them are going to get inked again in some ground espresso. And I'm wondering if I want a little bit of text, because we've got some writing here, so I could pull that in, as I feel like this needs a little something. Might even get my embossing out, and I'm going to ink around this too. Oh, that wallpaper just takes this ink so lovely. So yeah, so many clusters, so little time. This is going to go here. Okay, these are quite big clusters. I will say that. However, I really don't mind that. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I want to, oh no, where is my sheet? This one I'll have to do. That's so pretty too. Maybe we can use that in one. I want to get my Versamark, and I'm going to use my Tim Holtz from his entomology kit. I'm going to use the script. The first thing I'm going to do is not do it on there. I'm going to do it on here. Then I'm going to put it back on there. Oh yeah, yep. Where is the lid? Then I'm going to pull in my vintage photo. Where is my vintage photo? Okay, vintage photo. Here we go. Really need to open my new one. I've got very little of this. This is the embossing glaze, my vintage photo. What is that in there? Okay. Not as much as I would like, but that's okay. And I am going to heat emboss this. Okay, so that didn't come out quite as clearly as I would have liked, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about that. We just need it for that pop of something behind here. I'm even wondering about just a little bit, again, of some ground espresso. This is the Tim Holtz, which one is it? THS002. It's my favourite one. I just want to bring in a little something. And now let's ink around all of these. We're going to put all of these, but before we do any of that, I need more fabric. I know, it's a problem. I have a problem. Oh, we've got some blue. A little bit of blue on that blue jay. Don't know if I want blue on here, but I like that. Oh, we have this. This is quite nice. And it picks up those colours. I might be able to staple that somewhere. Do you know what? I don't want any of that. I think I want a little bit of this white trim. And I think I'm going to pull in some more cheesecloth. I think that's what I want to do. And we might pop the bird up on, again, like Tracy did. Oh, we were going to put, it's all right. I was going to put corrugated card down there, wasn't I? Could I put it higher so we still see the trim? Yes, yes I can. So it's fine. That was going to be there. This here. Yep, that's going to work for me. What was I looking for? Cheesecloth. That's what I was looking for. Just a little bit behind parts of this. We need my bigger scissors for this. I mean, it's one of my favourite things in winter is to make like bird feeders and things for the birds. I get a lot of birds in my garden. And just see all the birds as they're going about their winter business in the garden. Okay, that looks good there. That's going to go on there, so we've only got a little bit. Do I want it more up? I don't know. Or to the side, maybe. Maybe to the side. So it goes like that. So let's glue this. Oh, no, I want some music paper. This is my problem. I start out going, let's do something really simple. And I end up just doing maybe too much. Put this on here too, the label. And before I cut the label out, I want to stamp something on there. So whilst that's drying, I am going to go and stitch these together. So I'm going to stitch around this, which will attach those. And then I think I'm also going to stitch the corrugated card on. Okay, so I stitched around all of that, as you can see, and then I've cut these out on the chipboard, and I want to stamp on here. So I have Crafted by Tony CBT 0038 Seasons Greetings, and this is quite small, but I think I want to have it say something like 'tis the season or frosty. I think maybe we'll go frosty. Let's have a look. We could put frosty. 'Tis the season. Merry and bright. I kind of like that one as well. I think I want frosty. That's what we're going to go for. And I'm going to use it. And the first thing I'm going to do is find my stamp off paper. Where is my stamp off paper? Oh, there it is. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Hold on, because I've just moved my light as well. Always professional here. I say it every time, so I'm sorry if you hear me say it 1,000 times, but whenever I'm first using a stamp, I like to stamp it off on some scrap paper, because it just means that you get a better impression, because it's almost like warming the stamp up. Oh, I like that. Okay, well, that needs to go back in its packet, so I'll move that over there for now. Now we're going to start adding. I also have a snowflake that I've embossed with silver pearl, and I feel like I want it behind here. That's what I feel like. So that's where we're going to put that. Like so. There's my... Sorry, whenever I put glue on a piece, a die cut, I always stamp that off too. Because, again, you can get a lot of glue. Oh, that silver pearl is so pretty. All right, and we're going to have our little birdie here. Like so. I'll get rid of the rest of the glue behind there in a minute. A little bird over to the side a bit more like that. I'll glue this down. Have our little bird. Oh, so cute. And then I pulled out these leaves. Again, they're just from something in my stash. I mean, you can use die cut leaves, anything like that. You don't have to have these pieces. And I feel like I want that with the frosty. Oh yes, I do. So that's going to go there. Now I know we've covered up a lot of this back bit, but I think it's, even though it was beautiful, it works really well as a template, and we get to see some in the background. I'm just wondering, just a little bit wondering if I should bring in the pearl, because we've got this pearl there, and bring in my liquid pearls and kind of put almost like faux snow here and follow the image itself like so. I think that looks really good actually. Maybe just a little bit on the leaves. Do you know what, guys? I was completely inspired by Tracy to buy a Wink of Stella, but wouldn't you know it, I only bought the gold and the red. And then what did I decide to do? Just blue, white and silver. But there, that's obviously got to dry. But I hope you can see that. Oh, it's so pretty. I feel like this needs a little something. So hold on. This is going to be interesting, me trying to do this when there is wet medium on there. I'm going to bring in my script stamp again in the VersaFine brown and just kind of, oh yeah, okay. I will have to wait a bit more for it to dry, but that works much better. I'm very pleased about that. I'm just gonna get the perfect pearls off there. Number 2 down. Woohoo! Okay, I want to use another one of these reefs. Now I will say these reefs are from a shop. This is what it's called here in the UK. I also think it is in Europe, but there are so many die cut reefs, guys, if you are interested in using these reefs. But I really want to use another one, and this time I think I want to use, I must have more. Yep, I've got that one. I want to use maybe this one with the bows and the bells, but we may not use the bows and the bells. We do have our, oh, our owl's quite cute. We also have another one of these. I don't know, I kind of like these. Oh, I do kind of love that owl. Let's bring in the owl. We can still bring something maybe behind him, put the reef on top this time. Maybe. And I want maybe the blue. I'm trying to look. I'm sure there is a tag or something. Yeah, something like that. I thought so. So many. Sorry, I'm doing it all off camera. So many wonderful pieces. That's quite nice actually too. So let's see what's going to work, and then let's pull in other bits and pieces. So we have our owl. And I think what I want to do is hide the bells. I think I want just the nature. If that makes sense. I'm trying to work out where I want the tag. Oh, you see that? Just want to see if this one's a bit better. Oh, we see so much more with that one, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. And our owl's going to go here. A little bit of snow. Very cute, very cute. And I wanted this kind of grey blue to come in this time. Now we've used the white, even though I want to use the white again. We're definitely going to use the card again. Now there's some green in here, so let me bring my papers over and let us have a look at what is going to work with this one. I want neutrals, so that's what I'm going to pull in. Oh yes, that is part of what I was looking for. Oh, we've got this blue. Right, let's have a look which way I want this. Do I want it with the number? even though those numbers are, I was going to say they're upside down. They're not upside down. Or do I want to pop a blue? No, I want neutrals. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Oh, I have this embossed piece. No, I know what I want. I'm sure those of you who've known me for a long time are going to know exactly what I'm going to say. I want some music. Because I love some music. Where do I want the music? Do I want music? I feel like I want music. Maybe we can put music half on that. Just a little bit. Sort of. Okay, we'll do this one. So it's half on, half off. Okay, let's move all the papers to the side. And the first thing I've got to do is stick the music on here. Oh, so cute. These are literally adorable. So we're going to do this. Just glue some music on here. Brilliant. That's what I want. And again, this is quite a big embellishment or cluster or whatever you want to call them. I get that, but I really like using clusters as not only on my ephemera in journals, but on pages in journals and things. So this would be a great tuck spot on our page. Let's bring in that grunge again. And what I want to do is I think I want to glue this onto here. But I'm trying to work out if I want to emboss this with some clear. Do you know, I don't think I do, but I do want to ink around it because I think that'll help bring out the imagery a little bit on here. And then we've got to cover this bell up because we're not using the bell. I mean, the bell's cute, but it's not really the vibe I'm going for. So let's have a look then. What I need to kind of do is I kind of need to glue this on here. So I'm just going to put some glue roughly in places. Again, bring this over and then bring this on like so. Okay, where is the wet wipe? Don't need glue there. Let's get rid of this. Oh no, my paper's all fallen. That's all right, I will pick all that up in a minute. Let's glue our owl. And I seem to have lost me marbles. See, I really like this at the moment. I think that is super cute. Now, where did that label go? Label found. Yay! Just wondering if I have like a wintry stamp set with some fun wintry words on it. Just realised it has to be like that. We're having that off the edge a little bit. Owl's going to go here. We're going to have this way. And I want that to come off the edge, but I do want it, where's my little scissors, to look like a kind of banner shape. Perfect. And actually we can cut this down now a little bit so we get more of the banner. Perfect. Like so, with our little owl. That is cute so far. Now let's pull in. First of all, we haven't got any fabric on here yet. I mean, what is that? There they are. I knew they were around somewhere. Got some greenery. I mean, we already have kind of some greenery, but I'm just wondering about down here. Or the other way. So it almost looks like the owl is sitting on that piece. And then you really can't tell that's a bow down there at all. I do have like a little wooden snowflake. Oh, I kind of love that too. Let me think about that. We have this bit that we used the other half of. Nope. No, Belle. That is really cute actually, even though it would be over the label. No. No, 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 no. I think maybe that could come on. So I'm going to do that. Just having a look. Just having a look. Do. Oh, we got the postcards. I have these kind of faux postcards that I kind of thought might work as well. No, I don't like that on there. I want this to be very kind of nature-y themed. That's what I want. We've got more like snowflakes and things. Could pull some of those in. I think I need some fabric because I think without the fabric I just don't know what I want. Kind of love that star actually. Yeah, we need to bring in some fabric. It's just the word is. Oh, we also have some fir cones. Hold on. Right, now my owl needs to go here. This is taking far too long, this one. I'm overthinking it. But also I want to be happy with it, so we could have some fir cones behind here as well. Yes, that looks good. And we could have the star over there, or we could just have some fabric. Now, what fabric do I want? Is it going to be cheesecloth, or are we going to bring in like some actual lace somewhere? Probably going to be something like cheesecloth, or let's have a look at what other bits that I have. Not the blue. That's a bit boring, but maybe I'll put it around that. Again, not the blue. Maybe just something simple. Maybe just something like that. Where did that piece of fabric go? Okay. Right. And I am going to glue all these pieces down. And then we're going to find a stamp. Okay, so I found a stamp. It just says let it snow. And I only want the snow bit. So I want to show you what I do. I mean, I'm sure most of you know this, but I'm just going to cover up the other bit of the word because I literally just want the snow bit. I'm just going to use some washi with that. Then I'm going to come on and ink the snow bit up. And then I'm going to take the washi off. Then I'm going to put the word on. Like so. So do that. Oh, look at it. It's so adorable. Yeah. And then we can put this on here. Like that. I just feel like there's something missing, but I haven't worked out what it is that's missing just yet. So we may have to come back to this one and work that out. I might just put some script on it again, you know. I do really like adding script. So maybe I bring in the script stamp again. Where's my VersaFine? And again, I mean, I could come in with stencil. Oh, I have a stencil. Where did I just put that? And that looks cute. Looks better than it did. I have my stencil somewhere. And we're going to put our cute, adorable owl on there. I'm wondering about putting this right across the top. Yeah, I like that. So let's glue across there. I could put some lace up on there too if I'd thought about it. But we're going to do this before I put my owl down. Okay, let's bring in that ink. Blend it all together. I feel like that does just help. Okay. Let's put the owl. I still feel like there's something not right. I don't know what it is though, guys. Maybe just the snowflake. Maybe that's what we need. Yeah, I think so. We've put the word snow on here, so I feel like we should have some snow. That's what I feel. Do I want that one? I have another one. But do I want it in wood? Yes. I was going to actually emboss it, clear emboss it, but I don't think I want to with this one. I think I just want to have the white and then just ink up around it a little bit. Which way do I want the snow to fall? So there is that one. So we've done 3. Woohoo! What one do we want to do next? I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like they need snow. They need some splatters and things. So I will be doing that. We've got an owl. We've just done an owl. We've got this cute bird too. Let's do a small one again because we've got 2 large ones. Oh, look at the geese. How can you not love the geese? Oh, that's a cute little bird. I do have a robin on here because although he's got a little bit of red, it's mainly green. So, oh, that's a thrush. I get so many of those in my garden. They're absolutely adorable. Maybe we want another round one. Hold on. Could one of these work in here? Slightly too small. Maybe the robin? Oh gosh, watch me fight with my hole punch. I'm sure that's thrilling for you all. Okay. There we go. Because we've got a round one already, so I feel like I want another round one. All right then. Oh, this one's got red berries on it, but I don't know if I like that green. Do you know what we're going to do, or I'm going to do? I'm probably going to cover part of that green up. Okay, okay. Nope, I do not want that. Another little green label, which I love. So we're going to do that. Maybe pull in another tag. Maybe that's looking good. I'm liking that. Just having a look at what else. Do you know, I know it might be cheating a little bit, but I feel like I want to bring the wallpaper in again because I love that so much. Now, what I want to do is round the edges on this. I mean, you could tear it. I haven't torn any. But we're going to round the edges. And we have a tag. And then what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? I love this tag too. All these snowy scenes. They're just so pretty. Okay, let's bring in some papers again. I actually have this that's got some wood on it. Wood effect. Also have this one. No, I think I like that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that. I really like that on there, but I also want that rounded. And then I think we'll probably leave it at 4. Although I could go on and make so many more. Oh, yes, I like that a lot. And our little robin could sit kind of here so we can see the tag. I'm looking at the robin now and I'm not sure if I like it. Well done, me. Do, 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 do. Or do I? Do I like it or not? Tell me, guys, do I like it or not? I can't hear you. Do you know what? Let's stick with the robin. Let's stick with the robin and stick with my first idea. Robin's going to go like that. And now again, I'm going to pull in some of these. I do think I want a little bit of the wallpaper, or some of that definitely. And maybe some music paper here, because our beautiful little robin will definitely sing. Oh, I also have a little bit of an embossed white embossing. No. I don't want the music paper. Or do I? Feel like it's getting really big. Let's do one this size. Okay, now I do think I want some fabric behind this though. So we're going to pull the fabric out. Let me have a look. If we moved all of this over onto the fabric, how would that look? Now I feel like it's too much. This is not going to plan. All right, well, I tell you what. Let's pull in another reef because I'm loving playing with these. Or maybe I don't love this green one. There's some green in some of these pieces, which is why I've pulled the green one in. But maybe I just don't like that green one. Maybe it's just not... maybe it's just not big enough, chunky enough is, I think, the word I'm looking for. And again, I want to hide that bow. Okay, I think I'm going to end up using another one because it's what I like. Okay then. Let's get this back and this back on some card. So they are now cut out, and what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start just putting this together and seeing kind of how I want it to look. I'm going to pull in some cheesecloth. So the thing is, because let's use my bigger scissors, they work so much better. Because I want it to have a more natural feel, that's why I don't want to bring in like bright silver and stuff, even though that would probably work really well. Okay, we're going to do that, and I'm thinking of bringing this trim in again. At the bottom we also have a little bit of corrugated, so I might bring some of that in too. Right, let's start gluing these pieces. So this needs to be glued onto here. Glue the bell bit down definitely, and then we can kind of just do a little bit of glue there. And then this needs to be, I'm wondering about putting an eyelet. Sorry, it's a bit like squirrel brain at the moment, isn't it? I'm a bit like, what about this? What about this? It's because realistically, I'm normally doing really a lot more decoration. But yeah, I'm not at the moment. So let's put that in there, because then we can add some of that thread here, some of this. Let's cut a few of them. And another one. And put that, close that up before they get knocked everywhere. Okay. Onto here. I'm going to put that through the eyelet. Just needed more fabric on here. Like so. It always fascinates me seeing so many people work with similar pieces, but seeing how different people's are. Right, this needs to go kind of like that. That needs to be straighter. I feel like it comes down a bit. All right, got that on there. And then this definitely needs to go on here. But I think I'm going to stitch it on. And I'm using the wrong side of this tape, but I just kind of like how that sits on that bit there. Not the tape, but trim. And I think I am going to stitch around all of that. So that has now been stitched around, which you can see. Yeah, I'm really liking how this is coming together now. I'm going to have a little birdie on there. Also, I've just pulled in some other random pieces. Kind of love that snowflake on there too. Is it too much like this though? Really do wish I could hear you guys. Oh, no, that's what it needed. Also, I have this little random piece. Like so, and then we can put, yep, that's what that needed too. Don't you just love it when things finally start coming together and you're like, yep, perfect. It would also really help if I took my lid off my glue. Oh dear. It has been a long month. Yeah. Oh, I like that. And we're going to add a little bit of fabric to this. Also, I have a word. Where's that word gone to? A little stamp. Where did the stamp go? Okay. Interesting. That stamp's gone missing. Said no, it's right beside me. Ugh, what are you talking about, Belle? Okay. So this is going to go onto here. That still feels like it's too much. Haven't glued my little robin down yet because I'm just trying to work out. So what I would like is, this is just something I got free with a magazine years ago, but I'm going to pull out the one that says at Christmas wishes. That makes no sense, but and there's some little stars, and the little stars I wanted to put behind the robin there, and I want to emboss it with the pearl, the silver pearl. So fingers crossed that will actually work. Where is my silver pearl? Here it is. Don't know if I can see any. Don't feel like there's any on there. Right, let's do that again. I just didn't want to work today. Where's my little brush? Here we go. Okay. Let's do that again. Really get some embossing on there. And really press that down. I've just realised part of the problem might be because I actually have the eyelet there. I might not be embossing quite as well. I don't know. Right, I'm going to heat emboss it and see what happens. So nothing really happened. There's a little bit, but you can't even really tell unless they hit the light that they're actually stars, which makes me a little sad because I really wanted the stars. So, I mean, that's okay. Could put, oh, I have a little brown heart. Okay, that's what's going to save the day. It's a little brown heart. And we could clear, got white, but we could clear emboss this. So I decided not to clear emboss it. I actually used some of the vintage photo. So it's almost like clear embossing it, but it's giving it that little bit of depth. So yeah, that is lovely. It keeps that sort of vintage grungy feel, which I am loving on these pieces. Not all of them have a vintage feel, but a couple do. So we're going to put our little robin on there. I want to be able to see the heart. You can tell that's a heart. Now we're going to do that little trick again because this says wishes. And I need to cover that bit up. Ink this. Oh, stick on there, please. I think this washi tape needs to be a bit better, but that's okay. Okay. I'm going to put wishes on here. Doo-doo. Ah, that's what I wanted. And I feel like I actually want even the fabric to have a little bit of grunge to it. And again, we've covered up a lot of that back piece because that tends to be what I do. But that's okay. I don't mind it. Oh, do you know what? I really like it. Do you want another little piece of something? I feel like I had another fir cone. Do I have another one? I thought I had a couple. Got that one and this one. Got a little wooden tree again. So let me just look. Nope, but it might go here. A little fir cone there. Maybe not that one. Let's have a look at this one. I don't know if I like it, but I do feel like I like that one. Okay, well, if we don't have a fir cone, I think I was just trying to bring in the brown over there, but we could have a little tree. Oh, yeah, that'll work. That will work. We do have the other tree that we used on the other one. I like that tree better. Okay, let's glue this down. And then, guys, the last thing I need to do, which means I need to clear up my table, is I want to add some white splatter to these pieces. Oh gosh, I think this one was a little bit broken. That's okay because it's going to be glued down, so that's not going to be an issue. I do need it to be a little bit browner. Okay, I need to clear my table. Okay, so I have my white ink. And I've just pulled out some of my hand-dyed bluish papers. Oh, please still be okay, white ink. Let's just wet the brush a little bit. I've covered up my birds' faces and the word. Also wondering about adding a little bit of silver, but I don't know if we need that realistically. Something needs to be on here. I just don't know what yet. Okay, so we're going to move those two. And then I'm going to move this one over. We're going to move this little cutie over. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Onto here. And then we're going to also, let's really wet this. Oh, big splodge. Try and get some on the wood. Yeah, that's good. I think I need some more white. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm wondering if I want just a little bit of silver. And I think as I'm opening it, the answer to that is, yes, let's bring in a teensy bit of silver. Oh my gosh. This one hasn't been opened before, so I think I just want it in for a little bit of sparkle. That's what I mainly want. Seeing as we're not going for gold. Wasn't that an old TV show? Or is it only here in the UK? Okay, let's move this back over. A little bit, not everywhere. I just want it to sparkle a teensy bit. And then let's bring our owl. Okay, now I am going to dry these and then I'll be back. So these are all dry and I'm hoping that you're picking up some of the sparkle. There we go. Let's bring that up so you can get all the detail. I really like this one. I wish I had used a little bit more of this lace, but thankfully, because I have lots more of these pieces, I can make a load more of these. And on this one, I actually added a little flower. I found it on my table and it worked. And we have, oh my gosh, I really hope that's picking up the silver in that. I want to come on with a little bit more liquid pearls in places because I feel like some of them just need a little bit of something. So we're just going to come on in places and kind of have it so that it kind of looks like snow. If we're going to say snow, let's have it look like snow. Right down here too, all over. Yep. I kind of want to just add a little circle into the corner of these snowflakes, literally the smallest circle. Obviously you could add a little bit of gemstone or something, but I don't want to do that. So do I need any liquid pearls on here? I don't think that does. Do I need any on here? I don't think that one does. And we already have lots on there. We actually have another heart, and I'm just wondering, sorry, I said we were finished, but again, if you know me, that's never really the truth. Because I always find something. Kind of like that one. Don't want it there. Could put it on top. No, I feel like it needs to be behind. No, I don't like it, so I'm going to leave it. But that's it for now, guys. These are my makes for the, let's get all the letters right, DDACC, December Daily Advent Christmas Clusters Challenge collaboration by Tracy Fox, using her freebies over on Kofi. Oh, where is that from? Where is all this white paint from? Interesting. Yes, so using her freebies, again, it will all be linked down below. Go on over. There's plenty to catch up on in the Advent if you haven't seen it all yet. And this definitely needs something. And love this one. I love these three. This needs something. And there's still a few more days left. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I just had a little bit of fun playing, making in a style that I don't normally create in, with colours that I don't normally create in, using products like the Perfect Pearls or the Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder that I don't usually use. So all in all, I think that's really made for an interesting couple of makes. Let me know what you think down below. I'll be back again soon with another video. Until next time, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of festive crafty fun. Bye for now.